A sudden yet welcome change of venue for the upcoming Gilmer High School graduation may become a reality as we provide updates from the Gilmer County Board of Education meeting Monday night. A major Gilmer County employer is purchased and much more coming up on this edition of the Morning Report. Good morning. Today is Wednesday, May the 18th, 2016. I'm your anchor, Kevin Hensley. If you have any breaking news tips to send to us while we are on the air, our email address is show@fetchyournews.com. Senate bills came home to Gilmer County Monday night at the Board of Education meeting as the board heard a presentation in its new Parent and Community Engagement section. The presentation was to provide information on Senate Bill 133, which is set for citizens to vote on in November. This bill will allow the governor of Georgia to take over what is deemed failing schools in the state and appoint his own superintendent to control those schools and their staff, curriculum, budget, and administration. These are called Opportunity School Districts and are still not fully defined as to what constitutes a failing school or who the governor could appoint or if he could bring in companies to control the schools. The OSD superintendent would be authorized to waive State Board of Education rules, regulations, policies, procedures, and provisions for OSD schools, but not federal, state, or local government rules or court orders. The OSD would also be able to select, approve, or remove the OSD school's principals, transfer teachers, control the school's budgets, and modify education content. Also reported in Monday's presentation was that if Senate Bill 133 is approved, the state would likely start taking over those failing schools at the beginning of the 2017-18 school year. Now be sure to check out Fetch Your News for more on the board's meeting Monday night, including the monthly financials and eSplost, new policy changes, a possible change to the lawn service for the school system, and several recognitions for local students. There was also some more good news come out of Monday's decision by the Supreme Court regarding Obamacare's contraception mandate and its impact on religious affiliated employers like Truett McConnell University. The court was attempting to decide whether religious institutions can be exempt from paying for or indirectly allowing birth control and other reproductive coverage in their plans. Instead, which has functioned with only 8 justices since the death of Anton Scalia, chose to send the case back to the appeals court. Fox News also reports in the High Court's unanimous decision suggests that it lacks a majority for a significant ruling, and again is perhaps another example of how the justices have been affected by the death of Justice Scalia. Right now, the government can take steps to make sure that women covered by the group's health plans have access to cost-free contraceptives, but institutions cannot be fined for non-compliance. Also from the Gilmer County Board of Education meeting Monday, a surprise announcement as the Gilmer County Charter School System Superintendent, Dr. Shanna Wilkes, told attendees at the work session that they had hope. Today, however, is decision day for the superintendent as a final decision will come as to where they will hold the Gilmer High School graduation. At the meeting Monday, it was announced that the ceremony could be held at the new football stadium that has been renovated. The turf's down, it's ready to go. However, there is a high chance of rain, so a decision will be made today as to whether or not to hold it outdoors or indoors, as already has been scheduled in the high school gymnasium. And it is graduation time again as we here at Fetch Your News celebrate and offer our congratulations to the students and their families. If you have to miss a special event or if you just missed capturing that special photo, make sure to check out the Fetch Your News Facebook page to find our photo coverage of the Gilmer, Pickens, and Fannin graduations later Saturday afternoon. And speaking of the weather, we are currently sitting at 69 degrees in Ellijay right now. The rain is still hanging around, so you can look for a few showers sporadically throughout your day. Now, while experts have reduced the chance of rain today and tomorrow to around 40%, they are still looking at a 90% chance on Friday for many of the graduations around our area, which will include Gilmer and Fannin. However, there is only a 10% chance of rain on Saturday morning. Also on today's show, we have election updates. The Clear Creek Middle School softball team is holding tryouts. Plus, we will spotlight our Pet of the Week from the Gilmer County Animal Shelter. Coming up, Gilmer County residents will now have new ownership at their workplace. We'll tell you more after this break on the Morning Report.
Doug Collins can't defend his own record. What does he do? He tries to divert our attention from his record, and he's diverting it onto Paul Brown. He is refusing to stand up and talk to us about his record. He wants to talk to us about Windstream. Any congressman that's sitting up there is going to try to help the people with their issues with Windstream. Any congressman sitting up there is going to try to help their people when the Corps of Engineers changes the rules on pulling water out to water your grass. Any congressman will do that. But will any congressman go up there and vote against omnibus bill? Will any congressman go up there and stand for the 9th District instead of standing for Washington? Will any congressman go up there and tell Washington what the 9th District wants instead of coming back here and telling us why Washington has to have his way? I'll tell you, no, not just any congressman will. Let Doug Collins come back and sit down and get out of our hair.
This is Mike Skupine, and I approve this message.
Paid by Skupine for Congress.
Trust. Round here, we trust people who get things done. Like our state representative, David Ralston. He's cut taxes and balanced the state budget every year. And Ralston delivers. New roads, new jobs, a new university, and the toughest immigration laws in America. Those Washington guys talk big, but never deliver. Round here, we trust David Ralston. Ralston gets it done.
Doug Collins has been a bad representative for the 9th District.
How bad is it?
Doug is such a bad representative that he won't even represent himself against his challengers for the 9th District seat. Well, that's pretty easy to understand. After all, showing up to defend a record like Doug's is a pretty tall order. Since taking office, Doug has voted with the House leadership over 90% of the time. Doug voted for Boehner for Speaker twice. He voted to spy on you, to bail out Wall Street banks in advance of the next crisis, to train Islamic radicals to take down foreign governments that pose no threat. Doug voted for the Omnibus, voted to fund every Title X Planned Parenthood appropriation, and then has the nerve to try to sell you that he did not vote to fund abortion. If you want a representative who will work tirelessly to undo every wrong Doug Collins has done against the will of the 9th District, vote for Mike Skupine, a proven leader protecting the U.S. Constitution.
It's Mike Skupine, and I approve this message.
Paid by Skupine for Congress.
In 2015, our Gilmer County Probate Court heard over 1,300 criminal cases, 250 estate and guardianship matters, and probated or administered 110 plus wills. Those are very serious issues, and experience matters. We talked about the fact that every county with more than 96,000 people has a licensed attorney as their probate judge. The state requires it. They don't hear different cases. They don't hear different matters, and I don't believe that the due process you receive when you go to the probate court should be based off the county you live in. You want to have a judge who's been there, who's been on the other side of the bench, who's argued that, who knows it, and who can help you. Because compassion isn't always just about being able to listen, but it's being able to do something when you do listen. Experience matters, and I will use my experience in my private practice, in the U.S. Attorney's Office, and in 2 judges' chambers for the people of Gilmer County.
With early voting starting May the 2nd and the primary beginning on May the 24th, you'll be voting to elect leaders to several offices here in Fannin County. When it comes to the Chief Magistrate, you need someone that demonstrates honesty, integrity, and experience. Since being appointed by the Superior Court judges, I've made it my passion to uphold the same values and principles as the Honorable Judge before me. Whether it is answering the call when our community needed me, or operating under budget during my term as Chief Magistrate, it's clear that throughout my 11 years of experience, I have always had Fannin County's best interests at heart. So this May, vote for the right choice. Vote for honesty, integrity, and experience. Vote to keep Sherry Walker.
Welcome back to North Georgia's only live online morning news show, The Morning Report. I'm Kevin Hensley. WhitePath FabTech Incorporated announced yesterday that it will be acquired by Electrical Components International Incorporated. ECI is headquartered in St. Louis, Missouri, employs 15,000 people worldwide, and has 13 manufacturing facilities across 7 countries. ECI will continue to operate WhitePath under its current name and its current locations. WhitePath and its employees will play a strategic role within ECI as it looks to grow the WhitePath business with both current customers of ECI and WhitePath. WhitePath opened its first facility on Boardtown Road in Ellijay in November of 1989. WhitePath began with 3 employees and now employs approximately 400 people worldwide, including 250 of those in Georgia. Last Saturday, friends and family gathered on the corner of United States Highway 76 and Georgia Highway 60 in Morganton to honor Barbara Stevens, the former mayor of Morganton. The occasion was naming the piece of 60 that goes through Morganton the Barbara Stevens Memorial Highway. Look at the article, Morganton Honors Barbara Stevens, on Fetcher News' Fannin County page to see pictures from the event. Truett-McConnell College celebrated several milestones at the school's commencement Saturday, including officially changing their name to Truett-McConnell University. The school announced the change on the same day they celebrated their 30th anniversary and graduated their first master's degree student. The school's Board of Trustees approved the name change last October with plans to add several graduate and undergraduate programs. Ben Garrison graduated with the recently added master's program in Arts of Theology. The school also plans to add master's programs in biology, business administration, arts in missions, and arts in education. A standing room only crowd elbowed its way into the Roy Ash Jr. Community Building Monday night for the Candidate Forum hosted by White County News and WRWH Radio on the final week before the May 24th general primary election. The 3 contested races in White County this year are the Board of Education chairman's race between incumbent Kendall Brock Hunter and Missy Gerard, Sheriff Neil Walden and challenger Aaron Autry, and Board of Commissioner race between Commissioner Craig Bryant and Sean Henderson. The biggest surprise of the evening was that neither school board candidate was asked about the federal guideline issued last week by the Obama Justice and Education Departments that directed school systems to allow transgender students to use bathrooms and dressing rooms that are consistent with their gender identity. The guideline does not carry the force of law, but administration officials have hinted that school systems that fail to comply could lose millions of dollars in federal funding. After the forum, Fetcher News caught up with the 2 candidates for an exclusive interview. We asked them where each of them stood on the issue. Both were adamant that this is a local issue and that the federal government should butt out. And speaking of election coverage, we do have the very best for you right here on FetchYourNews.com. To stay tuned into the latest updates from around our area and, of course, nationwide, click on our special button on our website titled Election 2016. When we come back here on the Morning Report, we will take a look at our community calendar. Stay tuned.
Truck Month is back at your new Days Chevrolet in Jasper with savings up to $8,000 off MSRP. Right now, get a roomy new Chevy Equinox for just $23,200, or get Days max discount on a new Silverado Crew Cab, just $31,900, plus instant easy credit with Days Fast Track Credit Center. But these Truck Month savings won't last long. Get to Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where Chevy cars and trucks cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
El Rey and Ellijay.
El Rey Mexican Restaurant.
Family owned and operated, and a local favorite for families, parties, and meetings.
Great prices.
Friendly service and delicious Mexican cuisine.
Patio dining available.
Come sing in Carlos's Cantina every Friday 9 to 1.
Eat in or take away.
Same location for 14 years. Open 7 days at the corner of Maddox Drive and 515. North Georgia's favorite Mexican cuisine. El Rey and Ellijay.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
I'm Sheriff Dane Kirby, and I'll stand up for you.
I'm Stacy Nicholson, Sheriff of Gilmer County, and I will stand up for you.
Stand up and speak out. No matter how rich, cool, talented you believe yourself to be, how you treat people ultimately tells all. I am Allison Sosby, District Attorney, and I'll stand up for you.
Only Pizza Hut delivers 2 medium pizzas any way you want for just $6.99 each. Get any 2 freshly made pizzas with high quality, fresh ingredients and sauce made with California vine ripened tomatoes. Now get your favorite specialty recipes like Meat Lovers, Backyard Barbecue Chicken, or 5-pepper pepperoni. So you never have to compromise with any quality toppings, any crust, any specialty. Anything you want on any 2 medium pizzas, just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
Switch and save at Schottenkirk Ford. Find quality pre-owned trucks under $20,000 and not just Fords. We have all the best makes and models. Shop the best selection of certified pre-owned Fords in the area. Switch today and shop our network of over 500 pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. We'll even deliver it to you. Plus, every vehicle sold comes with Schottenkirk Customer Care, which offers you extra protection for no extra charge. Make the switch to Schottenkirk Ford in Jasper. Online at SchottenkirkFordJasper.com.
Welcome back to the Morning Report. I'm Kevin Hensley. This Thursday, we'll see the Board of Education's regular session for the month of May after Gilmer County's Monday work session. The meeting will be held at the Gilmer County Board of Education Administration Building at 5:30 p.m. Now, to find meeting announcements with agendas, be sure to go to fetchyournews.com, and in your respective county under the news section, you will find the legal notice section. Join the Gilmer County Chamber of Commerce in welcoming its new members, Georgian Lighting Gallery Incorporated, and celebrate their open house at 4:30 p.m. tomorrow. The event will be located at the gallery, which is at 2331 Old Highway 5 South in Ellijay. It's time again for the Gilmer Arts free monthly live music event, Acoustic Blends. Bring your instrument, family, and friends, and join in on the open mic format, which offers an opportunity for musicians of all levels to develop and showcase their talents on stage. It is held at the Gilmer Arts and Heritage Association, 207 Dalton Street in Ellijay, and it will be this Friday at 7 p.m. A pair of shows are coming to the Rollins Planetarium at Young Harris College. Starting this weekend, the show will be presented next Friday, May 27th, June 17th, and then again July 22nd and 29th, all showtimes 8 p.m. The pairing of shows provides an intriguing overview of the Sun-Earth environment. The first show, called Solar Quest, demonstrates how Sun and Earth are interconnected using high-quality animations to display solar surface features and events. Discover how space weather affects us and how Earth's atmosphere and magnetic field protect life on our planet. The second show, Aurora Storm, is an enthralling scientific and cultural exploration of the Aurora Borealis. Travel to Alaska to witness the mesmerizing dance of the Northern Lights and learn what they mean to scientists and the inhabitants of the polar regions. Discover the causes of the aurorae and how humans who live beneath the shimmering light are inspired by what they see. And tickets are available in advance at yhc.edu or at the door at Rollins Planetarium 30 minutes prior to the show. The Garden Club of Ellijay is holding its annual planting Saturday from 8:30 a.m. until 12 p.m. Choose from a wide assortment of native plants, perennials, shrubs, and container plants for your house or garden to not only highlight your home, but to highlight Ellijay as well in support of the local club. The June Driver's Education course in Lumpkin County will take place June the 6th through the 10th. If you have not yet done so, please contact Cheyenne Thornton to confirm your spot in the course at 706-482-2629 or via email at cheyenne.thornton@lumpkincounty.gov. Gilmer County foster parents have came together in hopes of raising funds for the children in Gilmer foster care by making a donation to Cast Your Vote for your favorite nominee to Kiss a Pig. By making a donation, you are giving kids opportunities to do things they otherwise would not get to do. Donations help send foster kids to summer camps, provide better care, prom dresses, host events and field trips, and so much more. The Pig Kissing Contest will bring our community leaders together in a fun way to help raise funds at the same time. Several people within Gilmer County have already been nominated to be the pig kissing victim, including Josh Teague, Heather Simmons, Clint Waldrop, Brad Simmons, Stacy Nicholson, Susan Keener, John Reese, Tiffany Paschal, and Andrew Lohman. The winner will be selected by who raises the most money. Now, the votes are being accepted via donations on PayPal or a cash drop-off. To cast your vote, you can simply send them whatever donating amount that you want to and a note for the nominee that your donation is voting for. The nominee, of course, with the most money will be kissing the handsome pig at a public event to be held next month. For more information, you can check out their Facebook page, Gilmer Foster Care Fundraisers. And as always, be sure to visit fetchyournews.com to stay tuned into a local calendar of events in your county. And if you have any announcements you would like to submit to us about an upcoming event, our email address again here at the Morning Report is show@fetchyournews.com. When we return, the Clear Creek softball team is currently conducting tryouts, plus a friendly selection of scholarship signings and year-end award banquets coverage is also coming your way after the break.
Doug Collins can't defend his own record. What does he do? He tries to divert our attention from his record, and he's diverting it onto Paul Brown. He is refusing to stand up and talk to us about his record. He wants to talk to us about Windstream. Any congressman that's sitting up there is going to try to help the people with their issues with Windstream. Any congressman sitting up there is going to try to help their people when the Corps of Engineers changes the rules on pulling water out to water your grass. Any congressman will do that. But will any congressman go up there and vote against omnibus bill? Will any congressman go up there and stand for the 9th District instead of standing for Washington? Will any congressman go up there and tell Washington what the 9th District wants instead of coming back here and telling us why Washington has to have his way? I'll tell you, no, not just any congressman will. Let Doug Collins come back and sit down and get out of our hair.
This is Mike Skupine, and I approve this message.
Paid by Skupine for Congress.
Trust. Round here, we trust people who get things done. Like our state representative, David Ralston. He's cut taxes and balanced the state budget every year. And Ralston delivers. New roads, new jobs, a new university, and the toughest immigration laws in America. Those Washington guys talk big, but never deliver. Round here, we trust David Ralston. Ralston gets it done.
Doug Collins has been a bad representative for the 9th District.
How bad is it?
Doug is such a bad representative that he won't even represent himself against his challengers for the 9th District seat. Well, that's pretty easy to understand. After all, showing up to defend a record like Doug's is a pretty tall order. Since taking office, Doug has voted with the House leadership over 90% of the time. Doug voted for Boehner for Speaker twice. He voted to spy on you, to bail out Wall Street banks in advance of the next crisis, to train Islamic radicals to take down foreign governments that pose no threat. Doug voted for the Omnibus, voted to fund every Title X Planned Parenthood appropriation, and then has the nerve to try to sell you that he did not vote to fund abortion. If you want a representative who will work tirelessly to undo every wrong Doug Collins has done against the will of the 9th District, vote for Mike Skupine, a proven leader protecting the U.S. Constitution.
It's Mike Skupine, and I approve this message.
Paid by Skupine for Congress.
In 2015, our Gilmer County Probate Court heard over 1,300 criminal cases, 250 estate and guardianship matters, and probated or administered 110 plus wills. Those are very serious issues, and experience matters. You know, we talked about the fact that every county with more than 96,000 people has a licensed attorney as their probate judge. The state requires it. They don't hear different cases. They don't hear different matters, and I don't believe that the due process you receive when you go to the probate court should be based off the county you live in. You want to have a judge who's been there, who's been on the other side of the bench, who's argued that, who knows it, and who can help you. Because compassion isn't always just about being able to listen, but it's being able to do something when you do listen. Experience matters, and I will use my experience in my private practice, in the U.S. Attorney's Office, and in 2 judges' chambers for the people of Gilmer County.
With early voting starting May the 2nd and the primary beginning on May the 24th, you'll be voting to elect leaders to several offices here in Fannin County. When it comes to the Chief Magistrate, you need someone that demonstrates honesty, integrity, and experience. Since being appointed by the Superior Court judges, I've made it my passion to uphold the same values and principles as the Honorable Judge before me. Whether it is answering the call when our community needed me or operating under budget during my term as Chief Magistrate, it's clear that throughout my 11 years of experience, I have always had Fannin County's best interests at heart. So this May, vote for the right choice. Vote for honesty, integrity, and experience. Vote to keep Sherry Walker.
Welcome back to North Georgia's only live online morning news show, The Morning Report. I'm Kevin Hensley. Over 30 girls have turned out for the Clear Creek Middle School softball tryouts, which are being conducted at Field 5 of the Gilmer County Parks and Recreation Department. Head coach Brittany Parks and assistant coach Josh Fountain returned for their second year as the coaching staff for the Lady Cats, who are looking to bounce back from a third-place finish in the North Georgia Mountain League last season. Parks indicated that following the tryouts, 12 girls will be playing softball for Clear Creek this fall. Dragonette senior Sydney Romaine put her name on the dotted line yesterday to run track for Grinnell University at Pickens High School. Romaine will join the Grinnell Lady Tigers this fall. And for more on that signing, you can visit the Pickens County FetchYourNews.com page. Congratulations go out to Romaine on her accomplishment. Likewise, Fannin Rebels senior Taylor Cheek signed his letter of intent to play college soccer for the Methodist University Lions yesterday afternoon during a ceremony at Fannin County High School. Now, more on this signing will soon be available on FetchYourNews.com. And again, congratulations to Cheek on his achievement. The Clear Creek Middle School baseball team officially concluded its inaugural season last night with an awards banquet at the ETC Pavilion in Ellijay. Every member of the team received participation awards and a signed baseball, while the 8th grade players also received a wooden bat. Special academic awards were given to 6th grader Colton Nunn, 7th grader Jess Buckner, and 8th grader Tyler Wright as well, for all having the highest respective GPAs in their grade. Congratulations to the Bobcats on their accomplishments. The Gilmer High School tennis team concluded its 2016 campaign last night with an awards banquet at El Rey's in East Ellijay. As many of you will recall, the Bobcats tennis team finished the year with a 16-4 record, were the region's runner-up in 7 4A play, and also hosted the first ever home state tennis match in GHS history. Pictured in this photo are the award winners. In the front row left to right are Mary Elizabeth Walker, JV Participation Award, Lauren Cole, Newcomer Award, Hope Boback, Coaches Award, Chancey Davis, Co-Dynamic Duo Award, Callie Malham, Scholar Athlete and Most 6-0 Wins Awards, Allie Davis, Spirit Award, Hannah Thomas, Co-Dynamic Duo Award. In the back row left to right are Dusty Ray, Scholar Athlete and Co-Best Overall Record Awards, Isaac Hensley, Coaches Award, Carter Heiss, Newcomer Award, Cole Edmondson, Co-Doubles Team of the Year Award, Chandler Cantrell, Co-Doubles Team of the Year Award, Riley Heiss, Most 6-0 Wins and Co-Best Overall Record Awards, and Matthew Bruner, Most Improved Player of the Year Award. Now, congratulations to the entire Gilmer tennis team on their accomplishments. The Gilmer Soccer Club will be holding select tryouts for the U13 to 19 age division for the upcoming fall 2016 season on June 7th. For more information, you can visit GilmerSoccerClub.com. Keep a tab on local sports by using the hashtag TeamFYNSports. Now, as the director of Team FYN Sports, please feel free to contact me with any upcoming game announcements, missing information, score updates, and more. My email address is kevin@fetchyournews.com. I'm also looking for anyone that wants to help us grow and expand our coverage within our viewing area. So if you live within one of the 10 counties that we cover and you want to be a sports reporter and you want to be on a sideline for football in August, again, send me an email, kevin@fetchyournews.com. I would love to hear from you, love to have you on board, and remember, we're always looking to spotlight young athletes in a positive manner. After the break, we will look at our Pet of the Week from the Gilmer County Animal Shelter, and we will wrap up this edition of the Morning Report. But first, we'll step out for a word from our sponsors.
My name is John Williamson, and I'm running as a candidate for the Georgia Senate in the 51st District, which includes the counties of Gilmer, Fannin, Union, White, Dawson, Lumpkin, and parts of Pickens and Forsyth counties. I'm a 34-year resident in Gilmer County. I've been married 40 years, have 6 children and 16 grandchildren. My serious interest in politics started several years ago with the co-creation of the local Tea Party of Gilmer County. And I've been attending the Board of Commissioners and Board of Education meetings, so I have an idea of the challenges that we face in rural Georgia. I want to talk to you today about my reasons for running for office. My first reason stems from my belief in the Republican values, the underlying Republican values that we all seem to ascribe to, which is low taxes, small government, fiscal responsibility. I have watched our incumbent, Senator Gooch, and the legislature in Georgia violate these principles over the last 6 years. Our senator ran on this platform that I just described 6 years ago. It has never been challenged, but last year he supported and led the largest tax increase in the state of Georgia. The second reason that I'm running is to provide better representation for our 51st District citizens regarding especially taxation and regulation. I want to use 3 illustrations of how our taxes have been increased effectively in the last few years. The first is the sales tax on our private sales of automobiles. How many of you have sold your automobiles to friends and family over the years, and now you have to pay a tax, 7% every time you do this? The second is the 20% tax penalty that we're paying to get our money back for road projects because we did not vote for the T-Splost. That cost our county recently $100,000 just to get a road grant back. And third, we have the unfair $5 a night tax on hotels and motels, which is a real hurt to our industry, which really lives on tourism in many of our counties. Well, the third reason is, I promise, transparency and the willingness to admit mistakes in judgment. For instance, I have been interpreted that some of my comments, I guess my opponents have been wrong. For that, I apologize. On the other hand, has our senator ever admitted that perhaps the T-Splost penalty was a poor idea? What about voting to prevent Georgians from obtaining eyeglasses over the internet? Did this serve his constituents' interests? Could it possibly be related to a campaign contribution by the Georgia Eyeglass Association? What about the need to license lactation consultants? Does grandma really need a license to teach her granddaughter to breastfeed? Aren't you offended when the politicians come back to the districts during elections with checks, road grants, and grants in their hand, posing for photographs? That's what they're supposed to be doing. That's why we elected them. That's their job. And second, that's our money they're bringing back to us. That's our money. Don't be fooled. Now, I have a vision for Georgia that includes solutions to some of our most pressing statewide problems. I want to leave the state in better shape for our grandchildren and their children. For instance, there are welfare and education reforms that have been demonstrated to work in other states, and we can do it here in Georgia. We also need to stop our state from traveling down the road of fiscal irresponsibility by adding such long-term debt. These are some of the issues I'd like to work on to secure the best future for our families in Georgia. I want to represent you. I'll be opening to listening to your concerns and working with you in the Atlanta, Georgia Senate. Please check out my website for other issues that you may have questions about. It's Williamson 2016, and call me anytime. I'm John Williamson, and I'm running for the Senate seat in the 51st District to give you a choice and a voice. If I have your choice, I will be your voice in Atlanta. Please vote on May 24th.
Welcome back to the Morning Report. I'm Kevin Hensley. Are Disney movies your secret obsession? Do you eat dessert first when in the privacy of your own home? Do you fantasize about jumping on the bed after you make it? Do people judge you while you're in Walmart shopping in your PJs? You may be a child at heart. Squinty can help you release your inner child to run free. Go ahead, be the you that you were always meant to be. Squinty will love you just the way you are. So blow raspberries at your boss when he asks you to work late tonight. Go directly to the Gilmer County Animal Shelter and adopt Squinty instead. Go ahead and run through your neighbor's sprinkler. Have ice cream with sprinkles for breakfast while watching cartoons. Don't wash behind your ears while you shower and brush your teeth instead with Pop Rocks candy because Squinty doesn't care. Squinty and the Gilmer County Animal Shelter will not be held liable or otherwise responsible for job loss or eviction from your mom's basement. The preceding opinions do not reflect those of the Gilmer County Animal Shelter or its staff. Squinty has had surgery, of course, to correct inverted eyelashes, and they are healing very nicely. So stop by and claim Squinty today at the Gilmer County Animal Shelter, located at 4152 Highway 52 East in Ellijay. Their phone number is 706-635-2166, and they're open to the public Tuesday through Saturday from 1 p.m. until 4 p.m. Don't forget, if you see news happening, you can call our 24-hour news tip line at 706-889-9700. Hey, that does it for today's show. We will see you at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'm Kevin Hensley. Thanks for watching.